Hello, and thank you for joining me in Annie Stories. Today, I'll be reading a tale of Japanese origin that had been retold by Teresa Pierce Williston. Without further ado, let us begin our journey of Japanese tales. The Eight-Headed Serpent. The great god Susanoo walked by the river high. He walked for 4 days and saw no living thing. At evening on the 5th day, he lay down to sleep in the bamboo thicket close by the river's edge. He dreamed that he saw a beautiful maiden floating down the river. A great monster rose from the water and was about to swallow her, but the god swam out and saved her. Susanoo wondered about his dream, and in the morning he said to himself, "In this beautiful land, it seems strange that I find no living thing. I will go on up the river today, but if by night I find no one, I will return to heaven once more." As he spoke, something floated down the blue face of the river. It was a chopstick. Then the god Susanoo knew that someone lived by the river, so he started on to search until he found them. Toward evening, he thought he heard the sound of voices. He hurried on, and as he turned a bend in the river, he saw an old woman sitting by the edge of the water and weeping. Her husband and little daughter sat near her. Susanoo looked at the girl in surprise, for she seemed to be the same one whom he had seen in his dream. "What is your trouble?" he asked of the woman. "Perhaps I can help you." The old woman answered, "No one can help us. Our beautiful daughter must go as her 7 beautiful sisters have gone." "But tell me all about it," said Susanoo, for he remembered how he had saved the maiden in his dream. "There is a great monster who owns all this land," said the man. "He is a serpent 8 miles long, and he has 8 heads and 8 tails. Each year for 7 years, he has come and carried off one of our daughters. Now there is only this one, the youngest, remaining. We know that he will soon come and carry her away too. Nothing can save her." Now Susanoo thought that so beautiful a maiden was too good for an 8-headed serpent, so he sat down and thought how he might save her. He sat by the river bank under the feathery bamboo and thought. The blue face of the river turned to red and gold. Then Susanoo knew that the sun had set, but he did not look up. The light faded and all was dark. He knew the stars were shining, for he could see their tiny points of light reflected on the smooth surface of the water. Still, he could think of no plan. At last he said, "Morning thoughts are best. I will sleep now, and perhaps in the morning I can think of some plan." In the morning, he was up with the first light of the sun. The old woman brought him food, but he ate nothing. He sat by the water's edge, under the feathery bamboo, and thought and thought. Just as the sun was sinking again, he went to the old man and woman. "Weep no more," he said. "I have thought of a plan to save your daughter. We will get up early in the morning and go to work, but tonight we will sleep, for we need rest." The next morning, they were at work long before light. The old woman prepared a rich soup in 8 huge kettles. Susanoo and the old man made a great wall, having 8 gates in it. Before each gate, they set a kettle of the soup. Then Susanoo bruised some leaves which he found by the riverside and put them in the soup. A delicious odor arose from each kettle of soup and floated over the mountains. Very soon they heard a great roar. "Be quick, hide yourself," cried the old man. "It is the 8-headed serpent. He has smelled the soup and is coming to get some." With a noise like thunder, The great serpent dragged himself over 8 hills. His 8 tails writhed along the ground or whipped through the air. 8 red tongues darted from his 8 great mouths. His 8 heads poked through the 8 gates in the wall, and in a moment the soup was disappearing. Susanoo stole up, and with one blow of his sword cut off the first head of the serpent. In a moment another head was gone, then another and another. The serpent was angry, but he would rather lose a few heads than forgo the soup. Perhaps Susanoo had put something in the soup to make him think so. Whiz! And the tails lashed about. Whiz! And Susanoo's sharp sword cut off the 5th head. The snake was furious with pain, but still trying to get the last few drops of soup that were left. Susanoo's sharp sword flashed through the air and cut off the 6th head. Another moment and the 7th head fell. Just then the serpent turned on Susanoo. His great mouth was open to swallow him, but the brave man sprang upon the monster's neck, and from above cut off the last head. The great body quivered and shook until the trembling leaves fell down from the trees. At last it lay quite still, and they knew that the serpent would never trouble them again. Then Susanoo took the maiden up to the land of the smiling heaven. There they lived, always looking down upon the earth to see who were in trouble and helping them. The end. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this short tale with me. Please stay tuned for another one tomorrow. Goodbye for now, and see you again in my next video.